Hello everyone, welcome back. Last time around we had just capitulated Belgium and we are almost ready to push into France. Um, this is Soldier of Fortune with another episode in the saga that started out as a comprehensive beginner guide to HOI4 while playing Germany, and right now we're just keep playing for the fun of it to to show you how to take down France and how to prepare for the war with the USSR. We are doing a historical Germany, which means we are not going to attempt a Sea Lion operation. So, let me just take a close look here. We seem to be pushing. I'm just going to unpause. And while we're doing that, I'll just push manually down to... come on now. Okay, I think these guys... no, not you. One of them push here. Do we have any tanks in this tile? No. Can we get some? Probably, possibly. We're going to give that a try. Okay. We're not that concerned with bringing down Belgium as we are concerned with pushing into France. So, and taking Calais. I'm going to keep on pushing to Dieppe. Okay, we have another pilot. Let's see if we can't push this tile here. And while that's happening, perhaps we can go to Dieppe, Le Havre, Rouen, and get a foothold across the river, perhaps? I very much doubt we'll be able to get Paris, so... okay, Soviet Union and Finland have made peace with each other. Come on. You, down to Paris you go. Okay, we have we seem to have achieved our objective. Why don't you go behind this line, you go up here. We are perhaps extending this army here, so it's time to... who started training first? I think it was List Boys, Verdun. We will assign them over here to the French front. I'll just assign them to this part of the front and well, give them an order. Push down, they will fill in time. Let's see if we can't sneak back around and into Paris. You should also take a position across the river. We have another tank here. We could push it. We could use it to push Paris. Our motorized have just begun being 100% harder, increasing the hardness by 100%. Let's get a boost on artillery. After all, it is 1940. And we don't seem to be able to be pushing into Paris, as it is heavily defended. We can pierce everything and we can't be pierced. That's good at least. How's the air? Okay, so that explains a few things. Let's see. Let's take 200 of these guys and deploy them here in Normandy and try to get air supremacy over France. We're going to need a bit more than that. Okay, let's take 200 of these guys and again I'm going to say move them into Normandy and deploy them here. So we have 500 fighters on air supremacy and 400 of them on interception against about 800 of the opposition. But we should be able to, as soon as we have more planes here, we should be able to contest them rather well. Even though our okay, well, give it some time. Let's try and okay, so let's say our offensive seems to have stalled here. Let's stop. Let's redistribute our guys. We have 10. Okay, go all the way here, and you forget about Belgium. We'll just do it over here. Yeah, like so, and like so. Okay, and I want from the tanks, and the tanks alone, to get this area right here. I'm also going to wait for some time until the list's army is arriving, and then I'll do some more rearrangement. In the meantime, whatever we need to garrison from the French, we should do that. And I believe it's also time to train. What are we missing? Support equipment. Well, that's okay. To train at least 36 divisions, maybe twice, we'll see, to garrison the ports. Okay, everyone gather up. I think this offensive on Paris is going to fail, so we'll just stop it for now. I will also stop Blaskowitz's offensive as well. He might be able to take Liège, but then again, as soon as the French reinforce, he won't be. So how is the air situation, and are we getting low supply over here in northern France? Where exactly? Where is the supply low? I don't see it anywhere. It was probably in this area here, because I see this one is refusing to move into position because in the next province it's going to require more supplies. So if that is the case, then let's do a staff office plan and get ready to push for Paris as soon as we are fully planned. course, it works better if you unpause and not just look at it like an idiot, wondering why the staff office planning isn't, why the planning isn't growing. There's still this unit. Where the hell are you? Yeah, who refuses to enter the region. Well, okay, so let's deal with what we have. Eventually, we are going to break them, even if they manage to get entrenched here. They're bringing even more airplanes, so they've basically put everything they have over France. I think we should probably do the same. So let's move these airplanes from here and have them try to get over France. And also let's take these guys from Western Poland and have them try to get air superiority over the French. But looks like it could be better from up there than from down here. And our 900 planes are fighting over 2,000 of the Allied fighters. So I just saw world tension. It just exploded a little bit. The Soviet Union is justifying on Romania. That's a shame. And we are missing some resources. Oh, it's that one tungsten. And we also have some outdated equipment in production. Let's double check. Well, we still need more efficiency here before I can justify switching everything over. So, no. Did we take Paris while I wasn't paying attention? No, we're still assaulting it. Okay. Just to double check whether we have some more traits. Also, these guys are done training. Okay, Romania has given Bessarabia over to the Soviet Union. Are they? I wonder if they're still justifying. They're done justifying. Okay, good. We have low supply somewhere. It's actually right here on the outskirts of Paris, and that's a problem. But I think once we manage to push them out of the way here, we'll be able to get all the supply we need in that region. I'm just looking from time to time to my infantry commanders just to make sure they haven't gotten any type of... Here we go, we're pushing them out of Paris. We have taken Paris. I think this should solve our supply problems, yes. And not only that, but it has solved most of our problems with France capitulating. Now we need to move fast in order to trap the British over here in Marseille. I think these guys will go on living, but over here these guys are very much out of supply, so we want to pin them down as much as possible. Okay, let's use the whatever we have. How many units do we have assigned to this order? 15 units assigned to this order. Good. I'm going to execute it just to pin these guys in place, and the 7 units that are assigned to this order, I will also try to cover them, try to spread my units around. Now, as far as my panzers are concerned, I want my panzers, come on now, to encircle these guys as fast as possible, and my trucks to go down and surround Marseille, just in order to prevent a breakup. Now, what am I going to do about this guy? Well, we have this entire army, which now has only one so only one tiny front line. So I'll just send them to deploy around this guy and make sure they do it fast. So I'll just hold them. Okay, let's take a look at the armies themselves. I'll just hold them in place, and I know I'll have to reissue some orders, but I will gladly do so. Same thing goes for these guys. Halt. Okay. So now, these 2 guys go here, these 4 guys go here, these 3 guys go here, and these 2 guys go here. And everyone else, just run over to your positions. And try to wipe out the so-called British Expeditionary Force. There's a tank here. There's a British tank. Hopefully it's not going anywhere. And of course now we have a lot of... okay. Now we're starting to miss tungsten, because the Soviet Union doesn't want to give us as much tungsten as before. But we can certainly get that tungsten if we allow access through here and not allow access through here. This should, let me just take a look at the map. This should force Portugal to deliver tungsten into one of these ports. So let's just give it a try. First of all, let's see if it works. Okay, and in the meantime, okay, we've gotten this guy. He's dead. They've allowed themselves to be self-encircled here. That's a good thing. Okay, these guys are trying to connect up. I'll just use these 2 tanks to close this. Where the hell are they going? Where the hell did those tanks go? Those British tanks, did they get rid of them or something? I don't know. Okay, have the tanks take this this guy out. We've taken that out. Now they're going to Marseille. They will bypass the alignment of Hungary. We finished our focus. Let's do... let's do align Romania. Wait, let me see what Italy is doing. Italy is doing befriend Romania, so sounds like a good idea. Let's do align Romania. So they're going to all be overwhelmed by the fascist influence right now. I will expand the garrison. Not here. Here yes, here yes, here yes, here yes, here yes, here yes, here yes. Just take over basically all of France. Okay, for now it's telling us it needs 72 divisions. Well, that's lucky, we have 72 divisions. Hopefully it's going to require less. Oh, come on now. And Blaskowitz has gotten a trait. I'm going to give him infantry expert. What about Schultz? Nothing yet. What about List? Also nothing yet. But I think it's time to also use List to push in here. So why don't you go ahead and clean up this pocket of French troop, of Englishmen, British expeditionary forces that are trapped in France. Let's take a look at the convoy raiding and see where it's taking place. I'm curious about whether or not we'll see more convoy raiding in here, or whether or not that's okay. So Portugal. Well, it seems that we have no problem in trading with Portugal for all the tungsten that we need. Also, here's another little tidbit. Over here at Occupied Territories, you can absolutely decide how to handle the occupation. I find that so gentlest gives you the least amount of resistance growth, but it also reduces the access to local resources, manpower, and factories that you have. However, if you go above gentlest, you will have to spend some political power to occupy the countries. I usually, just to not bother myself, I usually go gentlest on everyone, and that should include France as well. Even though if you go to harshest, you can get absolutely all the resources, but resistance will grow without any sort of modifiers. So you will get all the resources and all the factories. You lose all of the manpower, however, because you're technically fighting against them. But then again, we have enough manpower as it is. Let's take these two tanks and this tank and push this guy out. Okay. And now as they're trying to break out of Marseille, I'm just going to select all the tanks and push in. Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia doesn't exist. Okay. We're just going to push them out and that way take all of France for ourselves. Do we need to bring the tanks up here to help out clearing the Ardennes? I don't know. I'll just take a look. Theoretically, we shouldn't require that, so I don't think we do. I need to assign this region as well, and you will notice that we've gone the occupation costs. Now we can afford to patrol more with the 72 divisions. The reason for that is because we have gone down in occupation policy. It is no longer as harsh as before. Okay, we've trained up Kesselring's army as well. I think these guys who are almost trained, I can probably distribute the two who are missing lists army. I'll just send them here. Okay, so now the question is, do we want to establish Vichy France or not? Let's do it. Let's do Vichy. I rarely ever do Vichy in my games. So let's do it. It'll mean there's less of France that I need to control with my troops, so that's actually a good thing. And there we go. And I think Corsica also fell to Vichy? Yes. And pretty much most of North Africa fell to Vichy France as well. And I believe since I've established them as a puppet, they are automatically in the war. Not only are they automatically in the war, they will tend to call the other countries to arms as well. So let's prepare for an offensive in Africa. Basically these come on. Oh, I'm still... Yeah, okay, come on. These 9 divisions, I will have to delete their order as quickly as possible and have them move up to here and try to contain the British expeditionary forces that are over here in northern Africa. You also go with them. And these guys will have to handle the British up here on the right. Well, I guess we're going to war in Africa. There's no other way to do it. Has this pocket been eliminated? No, but it will be. Okay, Italy is in the war. We have the armistice. Everyone's in the war. Rudolf Hess flew to Britain trying to secure peace. This has dude, please go fast. We have air superiority over North Africa. Hungary demands Transylvania. We'll see about who is giving. Romania rejects their demands. We can If we can push in, let's absolutely push in. And one of you go all the way to take Tunis as well. Romania seeks mediation. We want to... Did they give it up? Push for better terms. Okay, they will actually... And I will keep Transylvania in Romanian hands. They ran away from Bizerte, which is actually a good thing. And now they're trying to... Hungary refuses to... accept the result of mediation. That's okay. What the hell just happened? Okay, I'm going to load an autosave. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess Romania is going to go down with the ship. And there's nothing we can do about it. We want to push for better terms. We'll try to be historical. Let's see if we can just give Northern Transylvania. Maybe they accept that. Okay, hold it. You boys, not assigned to any orders. Let's do the next bit, which we need to go around and take Oran. Okay, everyone go. The new did I manage to? Yes, I did. The new naval bomber is out. Ooh, they managed to get their front together. That's okay. That's okay. We can deal with it. Our boys who are here, just assign them to this front and go ahead and take that. Let's see. We can and now we have all the French tanks, which can be converted to artillery, which I will gladly do. So there we go. Over here we're still not ready. This already has very low production efficiency, so I think we can switch to the next naval bombers. And let me see. Naval attack, reliability, naval attack, reliability, naval attack, reliability, and that's about it. Just get +3 naval attack out of it. Okay, that's fine. We'll take it. The production efficiency has gone down, but it's still the difference wasn't as high as so that I would be forced to invest into keeping the old ones while getting the new ones up and running. So let me just double check what's going on here. The Italians seem to have pushed. I'm gonna let them handle I'm going to let them handle this push. Uh, Maybe we can surprise the British, but I will focus on trying to get the western side of North Africa under control. June 1940. We could use the new CAS, but let me just check if there is nothing else that could be more important. We have 1 year on the next tank. That looks good to me right now. And we also have encryption. I think we will go for encryption and go for the next tank as soon as possible. I will also go for army logistics, which is supposed to keep our attrition down. Or should I go for Martin Bormann, the silent workhorse? I think I'll go for the silent workhorse first. Okay. Okay, you boys, all of you, I want you to strategically redeploy. Technically speaking, if there's no one in Iran, we can just walk in. Italy now needs their equipment, so okay, I suppose that's fine. Hello everyone, strategically redeploy. We need to keep an eye and watch what this guy is going to do, where they're going to go. Where is he going? Okay. Push, move in. Treaty of Craiova. Yes, go for it. After all, it is historical. Okay, the next panzers. Should we use something to get extra reliability? No, it's fine. Okay. 362 days to research the Panthers. Okay. They have managed to link up here, which is now becomes imperative that we encircle them in this port here. You can just go and do that as a shortcut. We've managed to defeat them, push them back even further. I'll use these guys to push him out of Oran, so that we can keep pushing. Keep going. Keep going. Come on, almost there. Okay. Go all the way down. You boys stop and be assigned to this. And we probably need an offensive order down here. And also perhaps, okay, we have encryption. No, actually we have decryption. July 1st. July 1st, 1940. We're researching this. Could be time to bring out the strategic bombers, but not yet. I don't see the reason for it yet. Do we have anything? We could get a bonus for conversion speed, and we could get some industrial bonuses. So since we are a bit behind on that, I will use this time to get them. Also, it would be a good thing if we could push this thing with our guys. Let's just do a probing attack in order to just start this order and not everything else. I will hold down Shift, click. You can see it now changes like this, and just click on this order, and now it starts. The execution of it starts. So let's just see what we have here. We've got. Oh, they have air supremacy. Of course they do, because it's in Egypt. Closest airbase that we have is Derna. We now have 3 civilian factories. That is excellent. What we're going to do with our 3 civilian factories is boost up our infrastructure that leads to the Western Front, in order to just move supply across as efficiently as possible. Okay, first of all, how's it looking over here? It's looking pretty good. I'll just take half of these guys. No, just 200 of them. Wait, how many planes do they have over Egypt? Let me just see. They have a shitload of planes over Egypt, and they do a lot of damage, but it's just close support. They have 600 fighters. So let's take let's take 600 of our fighters, put them in this airbase, and trust the Italians to have moved out as soon as we move in. Come on. Now hopefully they're going to leave and not overcrowd the airbase. I insist that you do this. Ah, brother. Even though we're only getting a corner of Egypt. If we are to move down to Eritrea, we would be really screwing up the Italians down there. But we did manage to break out, so despite everything, so technically if we could take Alexandria, then come on. If we could take this Air Force, this air base, we can rebase all of our planes here, and then we will really gain air superiority over the region. And that means we can push the British out of Western North Africa. That's absolutely amazing of a proposition. So I'll just try to encircle them up here, cut them off from the bottom. Okay, how are things going up here? We've taken Cairo. That is a significant event. We do not have enough people to push in, but it seems to me that they have abandoned this entire region. So everyone go, go, go until we run into the British. And we can just assign 3 more divisions here. We only need 4 maximum, I think. we'll see. So the battle for Oran is actually taking place. I think we can move some of our close air support guys. I'm going to unassign them from the and since this is North Africa, I need to assign them here. Yes, they will be removed from their orders and just do close air support over North Africa. They don't have a lot of area to. They can't cover everything, but I think we should also use a spearhead order here in Oran. Wow, to okay, take them, break them in half. Align Romania, good. Let's do coal liquidization. Next. We can invite someone to the faction. Who? Kingdom of Romania. Yes, please. Come to the faction. Okay.
Angetreten.
That's okay. Perhaps we can.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Perhaps we can encircle them there.
Ihre Befehle? Bereit.
Also, it's important to go across the river.
Befehle.
We have unassigned divisions. These are the panzers that I've been missing.
Befehle.
It means I can assign this guy, and it also means I can finally stop these guys and well, try to assign them to this line here, and we'll see how long it takes for them to get down there and what route they'll take. They will basically go down to this port in Albania and then try to sail across. Hopefully. Now Romania is also in the war, that's fine. I kind of expected that. Trotsky survived the assassination attempt. We have the next tactics, the next doctrine, which will give us a lot of extra organization, some recovery rate, and some planning speed. Let's take it. And since all I'm seeing here is bombing of allied convoys, I'm hoping that's going to. Okay, let's try and see if them trying to navally invade Oran is actually helping us in any way. So we finished the infantry bonus. Let's do improved oil processing, trying to get more oil out of our refineries. I don't think it's going to work. I think we could try. Let me see, how is supply down here? Well, we have 35 in this region. We could try to send a couple of tanks down there. Ah, boy, should I risk it? We have some fleets in this area. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take just 3 tanks, our top 3 tanks. I'm going to assign them to a different army under Manstein. Yes, I'm going to give them to a guy who has the highest amount of logistics and who also is good with tanks. Basically, that would be Sepp Dietrich. Or, okay, I will move these tanks down to this port here next to Palermo. So I'll just hit strategically redeploy and have them go to Palermo. And then I will transfer these tanks over from Palermo to Bizerte. Hopefully that's not too far to get caught. Okay. I don't know what's happening with the rest of our troops. Here we go, some of them are... Well, we'll see if they get intercepted. So Dietrich's tanks, I'm going to make them black, just so they stand out more easily. Man, look at the amount of divisions that are gathering up in Oran. Okay, our tanks have arrived. They have a 24% chance of being intercepted. I'll give it a shot. Hopefully they don't get intercepted. And they were caught out. One of them was caught out by some Dutch submarines. We have destroyers and light cruisers who are trying to protect them. We'll see if they make it out of there. Okay, I've gotten the encryption. Fuel refining. It's August. We can start pushing for the next industry though. Let's see. There are 11 Dutch subs. I do not think our boys will make it, but there's maybe we can do something by moving our planes into this sea zone. And here we go, they showed up. More of the Italians are coming. Our convoys have been hit a bit, but did they make it out of there? I think they did. We'll see how much damage they took once we get them into a port. Hopefully they're not going to get caught again. And it looks like they are 100% fighting strength. Okay, I'm going to pause the game here. I'm going to check save here, and I'm going to say thank you for watching this episode. We'll deal with the French in the next. We'll try to push the French out of Oran in the next one, and then maybe use the rest of our tanks to clean up this western area of Africa, and then I'm going to move the tanks over to the west and try to recapture Palestine and Syria and establish an area of contingency, possibly around here. So basically, I would say over here, this province, this province, this province, and this province. So four provinces wide. Is there one that's only 3 provinces wide, so that I can man it with 6 or 9 guys? Well, we have this one here, but we wouldn't be able to control AS1 itself. So we need to do it along the AS1 line. So 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces wide. So okay, and we'll try to make it here, and in this way we'll bait whoever's coming into an area of low supply themselves. So I'm going to say thanks very much for watching. This has been Soldier of Fortune. Like the video if you enjoy what you see. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.